that, you know.
Liam Clark scored 5 goals in his last 5 league matches against Sheffield Wednesday. His former club.
I seem to remember that when Leeds won the title, Howard Gayle, who nodded an own goal that helped get us over the line.
Yeah. Brian Gayle.
For Sheffield United.
Knocked one over his keeper, didn't he?
Yeah, perfect. Next delivery and hit off the back foot, but that's got the fielder ring in his hand there. He didn't quite stop that as he might.
Yeah, you both went up that year, didn't you? And it was a tussle between you and Sheffield United to win the title, wasn't it? And then they capitulated at the end, didn't they? And that handed Leeds the title.
Back in the day.
Early 90s, wasn't it? Was it 1990-91 season?
Yeah, that was the season just before the Premier League, wasn't it? Next delivery, and that's a delicious looking shot from Moeen. He's picked it up, pivoted, and slapped it into a big gap. Couple of bounces, 4.
Yeah, don't ball short at that pace to Moeen Ali. He'll knock you for 4, and he did. Too short. He rocked back, pulled that for 4.
Yeah, and of course that was Howard Wilkinson, Sergeant Wilco's Barmy Army. He got his own Sheffield connections, hadn't he?
Yeah, he left Wednesday, hadn't he, to go to Leeds? Was that right? Or?
Yeah, I think so. Final delivery, it's a wide. Poor. Well, it must have been signalled wide, that. Oh, you're kidding. Umpires let that one go. Shocking decision.
Why? What? I'm bemused. Why is that not?
I don't know. Moeen Ali looks bemused. Woakes looks bemused, but it wasn't given by the umpire. It was short. I mean, leg side. I had nothing going for it, that ball. Moeen Ali just looked at it and thought, right, well, yeah, give me my wide. Didn't get it.
No. 13 to go.
Of course, Vinnie Jones had been signed by Leeds the season before that, and then to get Leeds out of the old Division 2 into Division 1, and then they kind of dispensed with his services, I think.
Yeah, didn't he go to Sheffield United?
He played for United for a while, yeah, next day we just blocked away. He was alleged, though, at Leeds. That's a single. Vinnie Jones had a good season. He wasn't a disciplinary nightmare or anything like it. He had a good season and probably found the right level for him in the old Division 2.
I'm fairly certain, well, I'm not fairly certain at all. I seem to remember him getting sent off for Sheffield United after 9 seconds. Something like that.
Yeah, that rings a bell. Anyway, Powell to Moeen Ali. He's 14 from 16. And, he cuts away and gets 4. It's one of those, there are no slips. You take a chance and, yeah, it's as good as any, that.
There's not a great deal you can do about that unless you got the slips in. At that stage of the innings, you're not likely to. It's a good French cut by Moeen Ali in that race away for 4. Not a great deal you can do about that.
No, you just carve it, don't you? And you hope you've got enough on it. The wicket-keeper can't get there, and it's a good shot, that. Moeen Ali now 18 from 17. And the next delivery. Again, he's taking the pace off that. It's a good ball, and Ali got to defend that one away. Well, mighty Oaks from Little Acorns grow, don't they? Moeen Ali started slow, but he's building it up, and he's now strike rate is good. You know, 18 from 18, exactly what they want. Woakes 4 from 10, not quite there yet. Next delivery, it's another great ball. He's taking a bit off that. He's bowling that same line as Rovman Powell. You know, tying the batsman up a little bit. There's a little bit of movement on the ball, and it's aiming at his wickets. And I think with the ball seaming around a little bit today, you know, you aim at the stumps and you can get a reward. The batsmen take too many liberties, but this one worked off middle and leg this time, and that will be a single. And I think Mohammed in the field throwing that one back over the stumps. Powell doesn't look like he's thrilled with life, does he? But he's doing all right out there. 1 for 30 after 6.5. So 1 ball left of the over.
Yeah, again, really pleased with these two. Powell and Cummins. They're just maybe getting a little bit tired now, but they've done really well for West Indies.
Next delivery and hit straight through the bowler. And there is a man at the rope. Thought that might go for 4, but field positions now mean that Marlon doesn't have to run for it, which is just as well. We saw him before not really making a great effort to field at the rope. That was straight at him. Still there's a single there.
Getting Woakes on strike, I think he needs to knock the singles and get Moeen Ali on strike, I think, really, just while he can, while he's there.
Well, he's a good batsman, but he's not quite there with it yet. There's plenty of batting to come, like we said. You know, you've got Rashid, who's still a fairly good batsman. Then Plunkett and Willey, who can hit the ball hard. They're not great batsmen, but they can hit it over the rope if need be.
Yeah, they're both experienced enough now, Ali and Woakes, 61 and 66. Are one internationals respectively, averaging 25 plus.
I mean, yeah, you think Moeen Ali's a much better batsman than Woakes, but their averages are fairly similar, aren't they? And Woakes yet to get a century, but highest score 95, and he bats quite deep, so. And it's not a bad effort from him.
Doesn't normally get a chance, really, does he, Woakes? You know, when he does, you know, to bat a long time, usually he's got about 12 overs to sort it out, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got a chance to show what he can do. Taylor brought back into the attack. Does that mean that they're keeping Cummins back for the death? I think so. Taylor's the man who lost the plot, didn't he? Bowled 2 good overs and then started getting carted around and slinging short leg side deliveries to Joe Root. Wasn't the answer. Anyway, we'll see what he's got now. Bowling to Chris Woakes. Probably a good time to bring him back in. Holder's doing a good job, I think. Fairly good job today. 38 overs bowled, 235 for 6 as Woakes is 5 from 11. On strike to Taylor, comes running in for his 6th over. Right arm over the wicket and used to pace the ball. That's a good little late cut. And he'll get a single. And he's doing exactly what Paul suggested he might. Just feed Moeen Ali. Ali looks like he's in a bit of form. 19 from 20. Let him have a go.
Yeah, let's take the single and run. Ali's a bit more free flowing. Woakes can be there at the end if he wants to be. And with the big hitters, just important not to give your wickets away at the moment. Make sure you bat out 50 overs.
Next delivery. Nice looking stroke, but straight to Gayle in the cover. So no run. Yeah, he's in his cover now. I mean, it's probably as good a place as any to hide a lumbering fielder, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, that ball either goes to him or he doesn't.
But yeah, it's either wide, isn't it?
He's not, he's not going to really die for anything, is he? Right then, Taylor back to his mark, running in, bowling to Moeen Ali. 19 from 21 is Moeen. Takes on this short ball here, and well, there's a great attempt at stopping the ball for 4. Not sure if he was going to carry to that fielder, but he stopped it going over the rope. They've run 2.
Oh, I think Lewis got one in the chest there, didn't he, really?
But he's going to block that. You know, I think that's great fielding, personally.
Pulled by Mohammed to deep square. He's got it. Just fell short from him, but he's blocked it going for 4. Yeah, he used just about everything possible. I don't know whether it... hope it didn't hit him in the face or anything. No, it's hit him on the shoulder, so he's all right. Good work in the deep.
Yeah, I mean, he's so wholehearted that. Got his body behind it. You know, he must have been tempted to think maybe I could catch that, but he never could. Next delivery, hits straight to man back with a point. And a bit frustrating for Moeen Ali this over.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's only 3 off it so far. The run rate now is just over 6.
Yeah, they've got to keep ticking away, England, haven't they? You know, 300 is minimum on this short ground. So we thought with the surface it might be 270. It's played better than that, hasn't it? So who knows? Who knows what is a decent score then?
No, it's difficult to know now, isn't it? Taylor, next delivery, full toss. It's hit straight to the fielder. Slight misfield. The single then is a lot easier than it might have been, but 2-3-8 for 6 now, and it's a good comeback from Taylor. This. Well, he's got one ball left here, provided he doesn't get hit for 4. It's a good comeback.
Yeah, certainly.
The sun that was out early, it seems to have taken its hat off now, as this next delivery squirts the man at the boundary for thick edge, but they just take a single.
He gets Moeen back on strike again. Wasn't it? 239 for 6. 1 over left for the final power play, isn't it?
It is, and we're doing all right time-wise, aren't we? We've got 3/4 of an hour almost to get 11 overs in. That might even happen. Looking at the England Manhattan, it's been moderate, hasn't it? Not many overs over 10, really. About 4 of them. And wickets dotted around. Yeah, it's not the biggest ground, but it's not exactly been a run fest either. I think the ball not coming onto the bat and movement off the seam made it a little bit more difficult than it might have been. Next delivery, and again it blocked away. Winnie's for a long time didn't seem to have a plan. Now I think Powell and Cummins have shown the way. Ball at the wicket.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah,
keep it tight. Just try and keep, don't bowl in loose deliveries, or keep them down to a minimum, and then put the pressure back on the batsman.
Yeah, it's fairly typical, but that's a great shot from Moeen. There wasn't much wrong with that last ball, but he picked it up. What might have been slightly over pitch, possibly, but he drills it to the boundary.
Well, I think he's picked it up. It's a little bit too short, and he's pulled it through mid-wicket there, and there wasn't a great deal wrong with that delivery at all.
No, it's a good shot, that. I couldn't work out because the ball looked good to me. Was it short pitched or over pitched? I couldn't tell. It looked a good ball. Next delivery, again, it's a good ball, and he just tried to play it late, dabs it for a single. It didn't go quite where he wanted, I don't think, but he get a single anyway. Moeen 27 from 28. Some good bowling, but he keeps clawing away at it and hitting the odd good shot, doesn't he, to keep up with strike rate.
Yeah.
And Woakes is not there yet. 6 from 12. Could do with the boundary. Powell, 2 at Woakes, and he runs it down to third man boundary. There's a man shorter there, and it's a good pick-up, actually, but they still get the single. It doesn't matter if he's deeper or in that position, really. Because they still get a single off it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, good shot that from Woakes. Well fielded, is it, Nurse?
Yeah, it is, I think.
Yeah, he's dived well, hasn't he, to stop the boundary, because if anything's gone past him there, then that'll race away for 4. Ambitious throw again, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Got a piston throw, hasn't he? His next delivery, it's hit over the ball. Again, it's not gone exactly where he wanted it. Straight to Marlon Samuels, who is in the deep. Off a bounce anyway, but Ali's looking aggressive. Only got a single for it. He's looking to take it on, though, isn't he? There'll be 10 overs left after this next ball. And who knows what England can get. I'm still feeling that's scored way over 300. They've got plenty enough wickets left. Next delivery, and Woakes prods it straight back to the bowler. He bowled that 71.5 miles an hour. That looked quick, but it wasn't. And it doesn't come onto the bat, does it? And I think England might learn a lesson from what West Indies have done. They're still going to get over 300. It looks like we've lurched from 270 to 370 and all sorts, haven't we?
Exactly, yeah. You just don't know, can you?
No, it's difficult. It's very difficult to work out today.
Yeah, it certainly is. But England have scored 57 again in that last one. So that they've got the runs, but they've also lost 3 wickets as well. So a good comeback from the West Indies. And this will be the final power play. So Michael Goff there doing the whirly wheel. Jerome Taylor will continue. After 6 overs, he's gone for 38. And Moeen Ali on strike, then he's 28, not out from 29. And threats of showers later on this afternoon. I wonder whether England are going to look at the DL. He can't play for rain, obviously, but it'll be a situation later on, maybe, where DLS comes into play. As Taylor comes in now to off the back foot, drives through the covers, picks up a single at least. That gets Woakes on strike. England 247 for 6.
Yeah, I think Duckworth Lewis will, probably play a part, but you can't think about that if you're England right now. You've got to do what you can, and of course, if it does, then, and if there's limited overs for Windies to bat, then for England getting wickets is absolutely vital in that scenario, isn't it? They can't. I don't think Windies are a team who play to keep wickets in hand, do they?
Certainly not. Taylor comes in again, short to Woakes, who pushes it forward. He wanted a single, but that was too close, and Taylor raced through and stopped the signal there.
On one hand, you feel, if it's reduced to 20 overs, well, that into West Indies' hands. But their style of play, maybe too aggressive, losing wickets, so it all balances out in the end, really.
Yeah, it does. So, England, Woakes has been in now, 15 balls, 7 not out. I've seen Ali go forward, he's 29. Woakes faces Taylor, this one down the leg side, that should be a wide. Yes, it is given a wide. Eventually, Michael Goff extends his arms. 248 for 6. And the run rate remains just over 6, so it's good stuff from England. Well, that was as wide you can be, couldn't it, really?
Yeah, but we saw a wide that was missed earlier, so you're always grateful when they actually do get it right.
Yeah. Taylor back to his mark. In he comes now. Right arm over to Chris Woakes, who faces up short. Woakes tries to drive it down the ground. It squirts off his bat to deep square. The throw comes in from Badri. Just one more to the total.
Looks at his bat and thinks, how did that slip off there? You need to put some talc on that bat. But it didn't quite go where he was aiming. But again, that's because the ball's seaming around a bit today. You think you're going to middle it and you don't. And it's proving difficult.
It's a nice way to spend Sunday afternoon, isn't it? If you've got one of those flats overlooking the ground, sit there with a glass of something.
Yeah, quite annoying as well, isn't it?
Free ticket.
Not able to sit down. She's just watching out of her window, wasn't she? Yeah. Not quite like being there, is it?
Well, no, I suppose not. Here comes Taylor to Moeen Ali, who gets forward, but not going to pick up a single there as it goes to mid-off, no run.
And then there's always the dilemma if there's a decent programme on, Cash in the Attic, whatever.
Isn't there a bit of, what's in the afternoon, Ironside or something? Miss Marple.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Murder She Wrote.
Peter Falker's Columbo.
I was thinking of Columbo. Who's the Quincy? That might be on as well. Moeen Ali on strike then to Taylor, who comes in. He pulls this one backward a square, straight to the fielder.
Good shot for one.
Yeah.
Heart to heart. That's
heart to heart was on. Yeah.
Mrs. H.
Wasn't that
when they got together? It was Maida.
Yeah, wasn't it? Weren't they a dating agency or something, doubling up as a detective?
Do you know too much? I know the name of the dog.
Well, I don't know that.
Freeway.
Well, I think it was Dukes of Hazzard really on a Sunday afternoon, weren't it?
Dukes of Hazzard. Or
Terrorhawks.
How about Airwolf? Stringfellow Hawk.
I was for
Very string.
I was more of a Blue Thunder, man. This one's pushed forward.
Well, I don't care what brand of cider you drink.
No, that was the BBC version of the helicopter.
Oh, was it right?
Yeah.
I see.
251 for 6, end of that over. 9 overs to go. Woakes 9, Ali 30 from 32. Very much a supporting role as Woakes playing.
Yeah, he's doing his Marlon Samuels impression. 9 from 17. Needs to pick it up, doesn't he? Because, and the thing is, he can't really. He can't start flinging it back now. Rashid, I mean, 3 decent batsmen to come in after him, but he just needs to. He's got plenty enough time to play himself in and start hitting shots and back that he's got the ability to go on.
Certainly does. It's going to be Holder now coming back on. 3 overs left.
He bowled well, didn't he?
Certainly did.
Kyle Hope reserve subby fielders on. For who, I don't know.
Yeah, good point. Not sure.
Might be allowing Cummins a break for him to come back.
Here comes Holder then. Right arm over short. And Woakes tries to cut that away and he misses out. And he knows he misses out. Shakes his head. He missed out on that.
Yeah, but Holder's 2 wickets with that ball today, hasn't he? 80 mile an hour with that. He's a tall man. It's good line attempt. You know, you think, sure, I'm going to have a go. But he puts it quite close to you, so you shouldn't be cutting at that. Just poor technique. But he gets a lot of wickets like that.
Woakes on strike, then in comes Holder. This one outside the off stump. Woakes has to drive that again. It's certainly short of a length.
He's going to marmalise this ball one of these days.
Yeah. Again,
he's flinging the bat at that, but he missed.
Just looking at some Darren Gough reverse swing deliveries. There you are, in the World Cup '99. Got the ball to move back in.
He can make that ball sink, couldn't he? And
in comes Holders. Woakes drives this time. That's a nice looking shot. Not sure whether he'll get 4 from it. No, Marlon Samuels is there. He makes a pig's ear of it. But
I tell you what, how close is he to hitting the rope with his back foot?
He was, wasn't he? And they only get 2 for it there, England.
It was straight through the other fielder, though. That might have been Nurse.
I have to look at that again. He's so close with his back foot.
Well, did he dab it with his foot? It's the left leg that goes back initially. They might want to take another look at that, but they don't.
I think if that's the only angle they've got, it's a bit difficult because it's about 4 miles away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where Woakes only picks up 2 there. Holder back to his mark then. And then he comes now, right arm over this one outside the off stump. Woakes cuts this one away. The fielder chasing round, slips in the outfield. Another good bit of work though, and 2 more to the total. Yeah,
it's slippery out there. Cummins, it was racing round the boundary. Did a good job, and he could well have overrun that. Couldn't he? Standing leg goes, and then it all goes, but he presence of mind to hang on to the ball.
He certainly did. It's a damp outfield there. Woakes moves on to 13. And England just trying to push forward towards 300 at least. And then see what else they can get. A bit of time to spare.
Sometimes the outfield's slidey like that, it helps you out a little bit.
Comes Woakes, drives this one. It's loose outside the off stump, but he only finds the fielder out in the deep, which is Badri. And the throw comes, Bishoo. And he gets just a 1 this time.
It's a good pickup by Devendra Bishoo in the deep there. Second bounce, took it clean. Yeah, I think when you got the outfield and parts of it, you think you're going to slide through and then you hit a patch that stops you. That's when you do ligaments. Today it's slippy and slidey all over, and so when they do go, you're able to sort of slide with it and go with it, aren't you? Less likely to injure yourself, really.
Yeah, indeed. So Holder will continue to the left-handed Moeen Ali round the wicket. Holder then, final ball of his over. This one's short, pulled by Moeen Ali, front of square. And he'll get a single for it at least as Bishop comes in from the boundary, and that's all he'll get. He'll pinch the strike. England move on to 2:57 for 6 at the end of the 42nd over.
Yeah, there are 8 overs left, and I think they're looking around 310, aren't they? And that'll take a bit of getting. If they don't get bowled out, they'll do that, maybe a bit more. And Yeah, I think batting has proved to be more difficult than perhaps it looks at this ground with its short boundaries or what have you. Of course, you know, we see the big man come on and then all of a sudden it make it look like Charles play, knocking it over the rope. But he seems to be a cameo player, Chris Gayle, nowadays. So rather than a man who's going to put together a big innings that's going to take his team over the line. Yeah. So I think the game is nicely poised. I really do.
Yeah, those 3 wickets have brought it back, haven't they, for the West Indies? Taylor comes into Moeen now. Short pulled, but it's not got exactly where he wanted to. And he might have got a top edge 6 there, has he?
I think so. But it's hard to know.
Yeah, he's got 4.
I mean, we didn't see the ball after he left the bat, but it was off the shoulder of the bat, it looked like. And
well, he pulled it, didn't he? Trying to get through mid-wicket. He's got a top edge.
Oh, right off the toe end of the bat, wasn't it?
Yeah. And one bounce... 4, wasn't it? Yeah, down to third man boundary.
Difficult to see that ball off the bat. Once it had gone, you didn't know where it went really. But
Barnsley cover drive, that's what they used to say. Ball that goes behind you. 261 for 6. Ali 35 off 34. Taylor waits up to his mark. Should be done by 2:30. That's the cut-off point anyway. Or at least get to the last over by 2:30. Taylor just changing his field.
Well, they do a bit of faffing about now, but yeah, I think we'll be fine.
He's back to his mark. Waits now. Moeen 35 from 34. Taylor in there. He's given himself some room if he misses out that one. Gave the charge, didn't he, for Taylor? And missed it.
Yeah, he's taking his chances, hasn't he, Moeen? But 35 from 35, it is what it is. And we think Woakes is going slow at the other end, but 14 from 22 from a man who looks nowhere near being comfortable yet. He's not bad, you know. He's going to connect with something soon. You think Chris Woakes or get out?
Ooh. Right at the end of the first half, Gary Hooper pulled a goal back.
Well, as a Leeds fan, I'm hoping for a draw there. Really, neither can gain momentum.
Me too. As a Chesterfield fan. In comes Taylor. This one's good Yorker. It's driven down the ground by Moeen, and there is 1 run added to the total. 262 for 6.
And so for Chesterfield, did you say Mansfield's the big derby?
It is, yeah.
Derby against Notts and all that.
Yeah. I think Derbyshire against Nottinghamshire is probably thing. Even though Sheffield's closer than Derby is, for example, and Nottingham. But Mansfield's just a little bit further away than Sheffield. But it's the size that we played the most, you know, really, or on par too, you know. So, but Sheffield clubs don't see Chesterfield as rivals at all. So,
how arrogant!
It's not nice, is it? That?
How arrogant! Don't they know about Chester the Field Mouse?
Exactly.
Mascot.
In comes Taylor and to. Woakes played on the leg side. 1 more to the total. 263 for 6. Woakes moves on to 15. That's a vital goal, though, isn't it? Right before half time. It's half time now in the Steel City Derby. Wednesday 1, United 2.
Well, I spent a week in Chesterfield one day.
Felt like a long time, did it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
I don't know, there's not much to see, you know.
No, the Crooked Spire.
There you go. That's all you need to know.
Tick.
Museum. That'll take 30 minutes. Some play on the leg side.
Well, I must have missed out there. I didn't know you had a museum.
Yeah. That's it.
No, well, not everywhere's got that much going for it, does it, really? Driven through Oldham recently. I mean, there used to be a bridge that had the banner Oldham, the home of the Tubi Grip support. They don't even have that now.
Rochdale's got home of the cooperative, hasn't it now, or something? Yeah, I think you drive through Oldham, don't you? As Taylor comes in, 1 ball left in this over to Chris Woakes, who lofts him down the ground. Has he got enough? Is there a fielder there? There isn't a fielder there. It's over his head. 1 bounce, 4 runs. Good shot.
I tell you, he was going to catch up with something. He'd been practicing that shot for a while now, hasn't he, without hitting the ball.
Yeah.
Lusty blow that, and no, I was waiting for Marlon Samuels to field it, but they must have moved him somewhere else. He wasn't there. So that was a good fought.
That is true, yeah. Whether they brought him in or not, so Woakes thought, I'll just loft him over the top there, you know. Like you said, he had practiced it enough. Then he moves on to a nonchalant 19.
I've got to say the most dismal place I've ever been to in the...
yeah, what's that then? Where have you...
Hartlepool.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, not the Trincomalee down the front on the quayside.
Well,
it might not have been there.
No, it was before that.
All right.
It was before that. So they had a dock, and there was rumour that there was going to be something good there in the future, but there wasn't.
That's probably what it was.
But there wasn't at that point. There was nothing, absolutely nothing.
It's a place worst place I've ever been. Yeovil.
Really?
Yeah.
And that in Somerset, you think, that'd be good.
Full toss. Moeen tries to club him down the ground. He's just got one bounce for Marlon Samuels.
Well, short of Marlon there on the rope, wasn't it? Who back in his usual fielding position.
It's just the football ground's on an industrial estate. I mean, the wife went drinking in Yeovil.
Yeah.
And the best thing about Yeovil drinking is the best thing is a Wetherspoons.
Oh God.
Yeah. And yeah, it wasn't a great night. When you have to pay to get into pubs.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly.
No, well, I wouldn't. A matter of principle. I've been to Burnham-on-Sea. You think, that'd be good.
No.
You drive a long drive back from Cornwall, and you think, well, stop somewhere,
off,
and try and soften the blow. It didn't make things worse.
Oh God. Oh dear. In comes Holder. This one's cut away by Chris Woakes. And he'll get good stop on the boundary there by
Bishoo. He's actually fielded well today.
He has. Yeah.
Evesham. I went to Evesham and I thought, it's going to be in my mind's eye, because you drive through the Vale of Evesham to get to Evesham, the town.
Yeah.
And it's Worcestershire. So, that'd be nice. That if you like vaping shops, it's the place for you.
In comes Holder. This one's whipped through mid-wicket by Woakes. There's a couple of bounces to the field at Powell. Gets the throw in. One more to the total. Yeah. Spent the night at the seaside. I lost my daughter and we went to Margate.
Margate.
Oh, God.
It's tacky.
Awful.
What's wrong with it?
Well, there's nothing right with it. It's all old.
No.
Even the
You mean faded elegance? Yeah. Pleasureland at Margate?
It's shut down. They're building it again, apparently. It was just rubbish. The best thing about it was the beach.
Yeah?
Yeah. In comes Holder to Moeen, drives him down the ground. Single. Moves on to 39. 273 for 6. And closing in on 300. India good start from India. 13 overs gone. Their target of 294. They're 84 for none.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
They only conceded 50 in the last 10 overs. Well, we've seen England get 120 in 8, haven't we? So, good work from India there to stop Australia after a great start. In comes Holder to Woakes, who lost this mid-wicket. Now, he might have fallen short. A good stop, though, by Powell. It just fell short of him to try and take the catch, I feel. But Woakes gets 2.
Again, he's got to be in two minds there. Can he catch it? And if he's going for the catch, he might bounce over and go for 4 if he's overcommitted. And in the end, I think he blocks away. But that's one that could hit him in the face there.
Yeah.
I think it comes off his shoulder. But how committed is that?
Yeah.
I mean, and we saw one from Lewis, didn't we? Yeah, they've been hit and miss in the field, but some of it has been very good,
Yeah, that's right. It's been a mixed bag, hasn't it?
Yeah.
From the West Indies. One ball left in the over. Woakes on strike. He's 24. Holder comes in now. Woakes again tries to loft him down the ground, but gets a thick edge inside. And it goes out to Powell again, who drops a couple of times. A throw. They stick at 1 that time, and it's Woakes on strike. 276 for 6.
Look at Woakes. He's moving on now. 25 from 28. And this is England, They're above 100 strike rate, virtually every man jack of them, aren't they? And that's it. So they'll go on and get a respectable score, one that, is what it was yielding today. We know this team can go on and get 400. They can. But the wicket's not allowing that. Some good bowling as well. I think England will bowl just as well. And if Gayle doesn't get after a flying start, I don't think Windies have got hope in hell of getting anywhere near the score.
No, you're right. Well, look at this partnership, 59, in next to no time for the 7th wicket. England are pushing on nicely. These two are set. Cummins will come on back on. 7 overs, no maidens, 3 for 42.
Yeah, he's been the pick, hasn't he? Bowled well. He and Powell have both been good. Bowled a good line and length. Got in amongst it with the wickets, and yeah, they've been the high achievers today. Holder bowled well. Opening the ball in again. The skipper has done a real man-sized job for his team and leads by example. The bowling's not been as bad as I might have expected, but they've got to run fast to stand still, this team. They're not a great team, not in this format, and so yeah, they may be playing a bit better than we think, but it still might not be enough.
Cummins comes in. This one's whipped through his pads by Woakes. Will pick up a single. 26 without loss. 277 for 6.
I mean, England won the first one there so easily, and in the second one, they got off to a flying start. England, who knows, but it was looking good for them. You know, they got 30 after 2.2 overs or something. They were doing all right. You know, Hales and Bairstow were flying.
Absolutely. Cummins wants to change in the field. One man to move. 277 to 6 then. 5 overs left after this over. Woakes is 26. Moeen Ali's on strike there. He's 39. This one, he lofts this one over the ground. He's at a flat hit 6. He's pulled it into cow corner. A brilliant shot from Moeen Ali. And it wasn't that short from Cummins. And Moeen Ali's quickly onto that. 45 and 40.
Yeah, again, he's hit a couple like that off good line and length, and he just absolutely launches into it. You might argue it's slightly over pitch, but the shot is a great one, off not a bad ball.
Yeah. Just slightly short, wasn't it, from Cummins? He just needs to pitch up a little bit more, because that's just in Moeen Ali's arc, isn't it? It's Cummins comes again, it's short again. This time, this is an even bigger 6, I think. Into the stand, another 6 for Moeen Ali. He gets his 50 of just 41 deliveries.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Again, you know, I think slightly over pitching it, you can't put it in the slot. We talked about how well they're bowling because it was good line and length, and he's lost his length a bit there, and that's all you need. The ball is now flying. They're in T20 mode, and you know, Moeen Ali's in fine form. We know he is. But England have got a lot of form players out there. Even Woakes with the bat's doing quite well. With only about 5.5 overs to go, not going to bother about wickets now. They'll just fling the bat until they're out.
I think that's right. 51 not out then for Moeen Ali. 2 sixes off the first 2 balls. Sorry, 13 from the first 3 balls. 2 sixes off the last 2.
Cummins in danger of ruining his figures, isn't he? Here.
Yeah. In comes Cummins again. It's wide. Played away by Moeen Ali. He may get 4 runs here. There's a dive. Oh, good work by Marlon Samuels. He'll stop a boundary, but he won't stop the 2, though. Moeen Ali moves on to 53.
Yeah, good dive that from Marlon. Not entirely expected of him, but I think even he realises that the over getting away from Cummins, and he needed to do something there.
Cummins again then. 2 balls left in the over. Comes to Moeen Ali. Again, it's wide. He gets an edge. There's Moeen Ali. It'll be 4 runs. And it's 57. And Cummins is rather losing it a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, taking evasive action. But I think the action he needs to take is just slow it down, a ball line and length. I mean, they're slinging it wide, hoping for the best, and he goes for 4.
Yeah, well, Cummins will always have these figures, as well, not always, but he's at the moment these will be his best bowling international figures, but in international cricket. But they're getting worse in terms of runs conceded.
Yeah, they are.
He's 3 for 61.
1 ball left of the over, which has gone for a lot, hasn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
So it's the biggest over, isn't it, for England? This.
Yeah. In comes Cummins then. Well, he's pulled it. Moeen Ali, has he get a flat back 6 again? He has. Down to deep square. 6 more runs. 3 sixes off that over. What's that? 6, 12, 18, 22, 24, 25 off that over.
Yeah, it's a big over that. England are now 300. You know, sensational batting, I've got to say, from Moeen Ali. I mean, I guess it goes without saying, but some of those shots are off good deliveries.
Yeah.
And so he's in fine form. He just is. And I was disappointed with that from Cummins' point of view, where he's just decided to put his arm through it and go for pace. When we talked about taking the pace off the ball and making it harder, he's just defaulted to I'll ball as quick as I can.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's a shame, really, because he'd bowled well before that.
Too short, wasn't it? That over. And I'd be thinking of trying to take him off now, perhaps. I don't think the spinners are going to bowl through, are they? Are they going to bowl out? I can't remember whether
well,
they're not going to bowl now, but I wouldn't have thought so.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
There's always to be had left of Taylor, isn't there, and maybe Powell as well. So I think he gets the 5 overs out of that. I think you've got to put Cummins away for today, don't you?
In comes Holder then. This one's a fuller length driven by Woakes. I think he'll get a single and get Moeen back on strike, and he does. Good work from Woakes. England's 302 for 6 then, with just slightly less than 5 overs to go. India 100 without loss after 15.
Yeah, it's ebbed and flowed. At the least, we thought England would be looking for 270. At best, we thought 370, which gave us a wide range, and England probably going to be smack bang in the middle of that by the time that they've finished.
Moeen pulls away there. Decent hold up. His arm, that's just to say why. Not too sure why, in actual fact, but nevertheless,
I think he just distracted himself there, looking at maybe fielding changes or something. Moeen wasn't prepared.
In comes Holder then. This one again is short, and Moeen then again just lofts that into the stand. 6 more for Moeen.
Just phenomenal. I mean, he's doing his own Garfield Sobers impression, and there may not be 6 sixes in and over, but he's off the last. How many balls has he had? Has he faced? He's probably it.
6, 12, 18, 22, 24, 30 of 5 balls, I think.
I mean, it's some going, isn't it? You're going to go a long way to beat that.
Holder comes in again, and this one lofts him straight down the ground. 6 more. Wow.
That's just incredible. What is he doing? Who's he channeling now?
Who is this fella?
It's the spirit of W.G. Grace. I don't know. It's incredible to watch. I mean, that is the other side. But he's pitched it up wholly. He's put it in his arc, and yeah, he hits that long over the rope.
The steward missed the chance there, but the other bloke behind him catches it in the stand. Moeen 75 from 46 now. An amazing cameo. In comes Holder again. This time it's even bigger. A full toss. Moeen blasts him into the stand.
I tell you what, the fans are just laughing, aren't they? Wow. Everybody's shrieking with laughter out there, aren't they? I mean, full toss. What's he thinking about there?
Remarkable. It's been 6-6, 2-4-6. 6-6 from Moeen. This has been remarkable. Last 2 overs, and he's not finished yet. We've only had 4 balls of this over.
No, I mean, that's it. Incredible stuff.
In comes Holder again to Moeen. This time he lofts him down the ground. He will only get 1 bounce, 2 bounces. Good work there from Jerome Taylor, but there's going to be 2, and that gets Moeen back on strike for moves on to 83 from 48.
Wow.
322.
322. Wow. I mean, we were saying 370. I think
at some point they kept bringing up the. We said 270. That's total to start.
270 and 370. 400. I don't know.
We don't know. We don't know, because West Indies are just as capable, aren't they? Opening 2.
Yeah, they sure are.
In comes Holder to Ali. Again, he smacks him down the ground. His 1 bounce. And it's going to be 4. And, that was difficult for Samuels, because he was just going to drop before he reached it. And he tried to get his body behind it, and any deflection was always going to go for 4. I feel really sorry for Samuels there, and I don't wish that I was stood there waiting for that ball to come towards me.
No, exactly right. I mean, you wouldn't know quite. He's right on the rope there, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, the last 2 overs have gone for exactly the same, haven't they? Which is over 20 odd. Yeah. Just ridiculous. that's. I mean, the spectators are lucky today because they'll get a chance to watch Gayle.
Yeah.
But you just can't hit as many runs as we've just seen from Moeen Ali. It's almost impossible to do better than he's just done in the game of cricket. It's as good as it's going to get. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and we're here to watch that today. And that's just it sends a shiver down the spine, and it just makes you laugh watching somebody hit the ball like that. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Absolutely.
They were shrieking in the crowd, weren't they? I mean, everybody laughing in the crowd, and huge smiles.
Exactly.
But watching the ball hit like that by good cricketers is just great, isn't it?
It's what you pay your money for, isn't it? That.
Yeah.
Absolutely good shot selection like that with Moeen Ali, and it's been good to watch. 109 partnership from 72 balls. Yeah, phenomenal stuff. And Woakes is doing what he needed to do.
He's 27 off 30. I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
But also, he realises that what's at stake here. Happy to take a single, never mind do anything else.
Yeah. In comes Taylor to Woakes, and he cuts that one away. He'll get one at least as the throw comes in, and that gets Moeen Ali back on strike, which is what the crowd probably wants, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, he's looking for 4 there, Woakes, but he won't mind that he's been fielded at the boundary. Taylor now to Moeen Ali. Can he hit everybody for 6? He's done Cummins, he's done Holder. I wonder who was going to bowl at the death for these guys, because we said from a long way out, it's not obvious. It's less obvious now.
No, absolutely. No changes in the field for Jason Holder. He doesn't quite know what to do. Jerome Taylor's got to come up with them Yorkers he got in the first couple of overs.
You get a step ladder. You get a step ladder.
Yeah. Well, he's got to hit and hope, hasn't he, and make sure that Taylor can get it in the block hole to Moeen Ali.
I think take pace off the ball, and you've got to be strong-willed to do that. It goes against the grain, doesn't it, I think, for some of these quicker bowlers.
Here comes Taylor then to Moeen Ali. It's wide, and he cuts it away. He's dropped him. A backward point. It's Chris Gayle, I think, who's dropped him as well. The throw comes in, he's missed. They get 1, and they stick at 1 as well. But Chris Gayle has dropped Moeen Ali there.
He drilled it. He looked like he got his hands there, but it bounced off his big barrel chest, didn't it, in the end? Let's take a look at exactly what happened then. Full toss, hits it straight down.
It's a dolly.
He actually spun away from him. He thought he was right in his midriff, and dead late his hands had to move. So there's a lot of spin on that ball, I think. It didn't look good though.
Terrible, doesn't it? Well, he's got his time to bat in a minute. At the moment, he's got to do some fielding as Taylor comes into Woakes. It's good ball that from Taylor. He saw Woakes coming, he shoved it in short, and Woakes couldn't get a bat onto that. And there we have it.
Yeah, full toss, short ball. He's mixing it up this over, and boy, do they ever need to.
Just on the line, just slightly behind the line. Sorry. It's them boots that they show. They're always in darker colours, and you can't see them whether the ankles hit just behind the line, which is what it needs to be to avoid a no ball. In comes Taylor then to Woakes, short, and he's pulled that one, gone down the ground. Has he got enough, or is he going to haul out? Oh, what a catch! Oh, no, he's just missed it.
Dear.
Oh, he got one hand onto it, but his momentum took him over the rope. It's going to be 6 runs, I think, to Chris Woakes. But what an effort from Ashley Nurse.
It was. I mean, it's one of those. He catches the ball. He realises he's going over the rope. He's on his tippy toes when he catches it. It was a brilliant catch. But momentum takes him over. He tries to throw it back into play. He can't even do that. He throws it back over the rope. And he can't recover to pick it back up, to throw it back. And it's such a shame. But it's a 6.
And a warm round of applause from the fans down there. They know what a great effort that was from Ashley Nurse.
He's a big man, but he flew there. He was like a ballerina, wasn't he?
And Woakes this time goes wide, and his hold out this time he has to Powell. And he's caught on the boundary, the mid-wicket boundary. And Woakes has done his bit. 34 from 34. England 334 for 7. Good catch from Powell as Taylor gets a wicket finally in this game.
Yeah, and been a really exciting end. Woakes has, like you said, really played his part, played well. And there he's an ace away from another 6 in the over. But it just shows you the potential of this ground if the bowling is slightly off kilter. Run rate now 7.13. But, well, there's still a way to go. And England, I think I'd be putting in... I think I'd bypass Rashid if I was them. They may not.
Yeah.
But I think I'd be putting Plunkett and then Willey and then Rashid in. Rashid, I think, is somebody... if you're, I don't know, 12, 15 overs out, you want to build a little bit, and he can still hit it hard. I think I'd be going for one of the bigger hitters, though, that come in after him, one of the big boys. We'll see. But, yeah, exciting, but it shows the potential, to hit hard and over a short boundary at Bristol. And so West Indies, well, they may feel that the game getting away from them slightly, but... We know the potential they've got as big hitters as well if England can't or don't bowl properly.
117 run partnership that in just over 12 overs. And largely obviously Moeen Ali, but Woakes more than happy to play his part, and you're absolutely right. Liam Plunkett's in at 9.
I think it makes sense, doesn't it?
You're absolutely right. 1 ball left in the Jerome Taylor over. Plunkett waits. This one's gone down the leg side. Will that be a wide? It's given us a wide. So one will have to do it all again.
I mean, England would have probably taken a dot ball there just to have Moeen Ali back on next over. What you don't want now is a single, and then Plunkett stranded with a, wafting at the ball that he can't hit.
Yeah.
He's got to just think about blocking this one. Hopefully. From England's point of view, Taylor can throw another wide in and just keep chipping away at the scoreboard like that. But, like I said, Plunkett could just do with blocking this.
In comes Taylor. This one's a full toss by Taylor as Plunkett plays it around the corner down to third man. He wants a single. They'll get a single as well. That looks a bit high, but...
That's a mistake from England. Plunkett can hit the ball hard, and I'm sure he backs himself to do just that. But you got Moeen Ali absolutely flying, and now he's at the wrong end.
He's at 88 from 50. There's 3 overs to go. I'm sure he'll get his chance anyway. We've just seen this catch again. He hit it well, didn't he, Woakes? But straight down Powell. Powell had to leap up in the air and take the catch. Never easy, obviously, but that's a good catch from Powell.
Yeah, it was, and had to make sure he didn't step over the rope as well.
So Plunkett here, drop and run, perhaps.
Well, they brought Cummins back on. Last over went for a lot, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Plunkett's got to drop it into the ground and let Moeen Ali destroy Cummins a little bit more. That would be what's on, although, like we said, Plunkett gets it right. This one travels for 6. He's such a big hitter.
So, Cummins then to Plunkett. What can he do? This one he cuts. He goes straight to the fielder, though, and he gets a single. So, good stuff from Liam Plunkett there. He hit and run, didn't he? Straight to the fielder. He was never going to stop running there, and that gets Moeen Ali back on strike.
And that means that Cummins, his brain will be scrambled now. Why did I bowl at him last time they hit me for 6? Well, it was virtually everything you bowled at him. That's what he hit for 6. So, the onus on Moeen Ali to go for broke and get 3 figures. His highest score is 128. He's unlikely to surpass that today, but he could get himself another century. Only 12 away from that, and that's within his sights, but I don't think he'd be thinking like that.
That was against Scotland in the World Cup 2015 when he opened the batting. In comes Cummins then. Pulled this one, Moeen Ali. It's gone high. Has he got enough? Of course he has. That's 6 runs, isn't it? That. And it's. I thought he was going out the ground there, but 6 runs for Moeen Ali again. 2 short from Cummins. He moves on to 94.
Well, it steepled up. I thought, like you, it's going to drop down, but then he had plenty of air time, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's like a lot of hang time there. And if you're a ski jumper, then you're at the bottom of the slope before you come down, aren't you, there?
Yeah. If I was a ski jumper, I wouldn't like that at all. That's too high for me.
Well, Cummins, a rueful smile from him.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
343 for 7.
Another 6 gets a century for Moeen.
In comes Cummins then to Moeen Ali. It's wide as he tries to drive that one. And it's not wide at all, not been given. So that's a dot ball. 7 off this over so far. Cummins is 3 for 74. when he was looking at 3 for 30 odd, wasn't he? When he came back on. And he's getting a bit of tap. Moeen Ali, 7 4s, 7 6s. And he's 51 ball 94.
You've got to take some pace off it for me, Cummins.
In comes Cummins again to Moeen Ali. This one, he lofts this one again. Has he got enough? This time, it's just fallen. It's 100. Another 6. He's 8-6. Brings up Moeen Ali's 100. A fabulous knock there. A 53 ball 100.
Isn't he a fantastic player, Moeen Ali? It's his third 100 now in 61. He bats late, doesn't he? He could open the batting. England have got a great deep batting lineup with so many players actually in form at the minute, and Moeen Ali is one of them. But that's an astonishing century in just 53 balls. There won't have been too many that have come quicker than that. And bearing in mind, he was taking it quite easy to start with. You know, it wasn't just set for him to do that. He had to do a little bit of digging out before he could launch. And, well, sensational stuff.
Remarkable, isn't it? 53 ball 100. In comes Cummins then to Ali, just pulls this one down the ground. There'll be a single at least. Yeah, and that gets Ali to the non-strikers end. 1 ball left in the over. England 350 for 7 then.
It's astonishing.
Oh. I've run out of superlatives.
Well, it's great, and the other good news is if England are seeing it that easy and hitting that many boundaries, West Indies are. We're going to see a lot of 6s, aren't we? During the course of the afternoon. Hopefully the weather holds off, and we get a full game, because it's going to be lots of boundaries to enjoy, lots of big hits.
Cummins comes to Plunkett, who drives this one down the ground. He'll get at least 1. Samuels is there, and they throw it down the opposite end, so they stick at 1. That gets Plunkett on strike for the next over. 2 overs to go, 351 for 7.
Yeah, our range was 270 to 370 for England, but they might bust out of that and do better. If they could have 2 massive overs, who knows? I mean, this is a team who are capable of getting 400 on their day. Now, they're going to fall short of that today, but it's going to be a grand effort. Early doors, and in the first 10 overs, the ball was seaming around. It made life difficult. And then Windy's got it right. You know, in middle orders, not so much the spinners, but their stock bowlers took a bit of pace off it, decided that good line and length and bowling at the wicket was it, and that stopped England in their tracks. You know, and that we've come to this is because. You know, England's batsmen keep ahead of strike rate. Everybody's over 100. Ooh, Nurse now going to come in. Ooh, that's a risk, isn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well, everybody's getting hit, so...
They've ran out of options, I feel. Nurse gone for 52 off 7.
Well, Powell had a few left, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't have bowled him at the death. He did well taking pace off the ball, I thought.
Well, let's see what Plunkett can do here. So 3 wickets left in the hutch. In comes Nurse then, right arm round the wicket, and Plunkett comes down the wicket. It's a wideish delivery. He'll carve him down to the long off and picks up a single.
Yeah, Plunkett 4 from 4. Useful, but it's useful that he keeps handing it back to Ali, and then the bowler grimaces. Oh, no. Really? Can't just bowl at Plunkett.
Moeen Ali then, 101 of 54 balls. Nurse then, right arm round the wicket to the left-handed Ali, who carves him down the ground. It's a drop. It's a difficult one. It's smacked into the hand of Ashley Nurse, and well, he's frustrated with himself, isn't he, straight away? But that would have been an unbelievable catch. He's
a big man, but he moves so well. I mean, just an incredible effort from Nurse.
Nurse tries again this time. Oh, this one lofts this one high into the air. This should be taken by Nurse himself. Has he got it? No, he's dropped it. Oh, no, that's 2 drops to 2 balls.
Well, the last one was desperately difficult. This one was desperately easy, and he had it. He fumbled it on his chest, then he dropped it.
He punched that one over for 6 as well, didn't he? Ali gets a single from that. Plunkett wants something. He whips it through mid-wicket. He'll pick up a single there. It's a mid-wicket, and it's 354 for 7. No, I'd love to say that they're never easy, the ones that go skywards, because you're looking at him, you don't know where you're balancing, but he had it twice in his hands there.
Oh.
And he's gone the wrong way, the ball's gone the other, and it looks worse than it actually is, isn't it? In comes Nurse, right arm round, as Moeen just drives him down the ground. Has he got enough again? No, this time he holds out to Jason Holder, eventually gets Moeen out for a wonderful 102 from 57 balls.
Well, that was great. The crowd all rise to that. Yeah, I've seen stuff from AB. Adam Lyth had a brilliant innings this year, but that is just brilliant. You know, from a variety of bowlers, just absolutely cracking it all over, and the spectators have paid a lot of money to go watch England, watch the best cricketers that England can muster over this format, and he's right up there. You know, he's delivered. We've seen some great innings today. You know, Joe Root did well, didn't he, in the circumstance. Ben Stokes, a Cavalier, 73 of 63. But Moeen flinging the bat there and just launching Windies and dragging England's score to something that's going to be really difficult to claw back. Scoreboard pressure, but there's 7 balls left.
In comes Nurse then to Liam Plunkett. This one's pulled through mid-wicket. That may be 4. It is 4. Plunkett now hikes to bat and he moves on to 9 from 6. England have sent in David Willey to bat at number 10 rather than Rashid. That's 11. That's the end of the over. 358 for 8, England.
That's the strength of the batting lineup, you know. And Rashid's a proper batsman, but he's not quite what's required at the minute, so it's the right thing to do, you know. And Willey can hit it for 6. He's a big, strong boy, isn't he? Well, we're past the cut-off point, aren't we? Yeah,
by 8 minutes, so they may be in a little bit of trouble, West Indies.
It's gone just a little bit slow, but they've got to keep fetching the ball out of the crowd, don't they? That's taking a bit of time.
Well, quick info, I've got Adil Rashid in, who's just hit a 4 for his first ball, which is
skills.
Nonsense. Oh, now he's out again now. So Ashley Nurse picked up his first wicket there as well. And so who's going to bowl the last over? Is it going to be Cummins?
Taylor.
Okay, then David Willey. Best of 26 this year against South Africa at Lords. Taylor then to David Willey. First ball, left arm. Oh, and he hasn't got the ball with him.
I forgot to bring the ball. Did he really just do that?
Was he just winding him up, I think? He's got it up. He's not looking at the ball, is he?
I don't know. He might have just run in without the ball, without thinking, you know, just... He's never got the ball in his hands there, has he?
In comes Taylor, this time to Willey, who drops it down. They want a single. Taylor's had to get the stumps. I think he's out, you know. It's a direct hit. Taylor's football skills are up there, and he's run out for Liam Plunkett, out for 9 from 6 deliveries.
Well, it looks like they got him. They put the squirrel go in the air, but Plunkett knows that he's out, so he's not going to bother waiting for that. Off he goes, and he'd be disappointed, I'm sure. He was a bit tentative there. Willey shouldn't have run for that, but they're at the point where you run for everything. So it puts Rashid in, but I think England would be satisfied, really, and squeeze a few more out of it. At the next 5 balls, all well and good. When we see the players boot the ball towards the stumps, they're more likely to miss, aren't they?
He couldn't really miss there, could he, Taylor?
Well, you'd be surprised.
Yeah. 358 for 9. And,
he gets a pat on the back from the umpire. You don't often see that, do you?
Well done.
And I think his comedy capers, got in Willey's head a little bit there.
Well, maybe so. Adil Rashid then, 5 balls. Get your score. 6 to get to 400 runs in ODIs. So that's a target for him. 6 first ball. And Taylor will bowl 2. Adil Rashid, who's on strike because they crossed. So in comes Taylor then, right arm round the wicket to Rashid. It's short and he tries to pull it and misses out. That's a dot. Oh, it's a wide.
Yeah, he dug it in too deep, didn't he? And no way he could get there. That's just a Brucey bonus, isn't it? 359 for 9 now. 2-2 in the Steel City Derby. 3-2 in the Steel City Derby. Wednesday got back, and immediately the Blades went down the other end and scored. Wow.
Exciting. I didn't think in this today. I was driving, I'm thinking, it could be about 3-3 this. I haven't liked it. In comes Taylor as Rashid watches that carefully, guides it down to third man, picks up a single, and that'll get David Willey on strike.
Well, there are a couple of 3-2 aways in the Premier League yesterday, weren't they? Liverpool and Spurs at West Ham.
There was plenty of away goals yesterday, weren't there?
Yeah. Whatever Man City did, they're free-flowing at the minute.
Rashid then, Willey rather, a naught from one ball faced. Taylor goes right arm round the wicket to him. This one's outside the stump. Willey didn't spot the slower ball there and swung straight through it. And the ball goes back to Taylor, dot ball.
Yeah, it's a break ball, that, and it's 65 mile an hour. And, well, the disguise is good. Real good, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Willey's been opening the batting, or he's going in 3 for Yorkshire in the T20. Getting some runs in that format. It's hard to come in at the end, isn't it? To try and get it going, especially in the last over or something, you know. Just watch the ball. Taylor comes in. Willey watches it this time. He drives down the ground to pick up a single. Rashid wants no. They stick at 1. That gets Willey off the mark.
So 2 balls left, and the score is already something that's going to vex Windies. It's going to be hard to get, you know. And if England bowl well, and if the ball's seaming around to start with, and obviously if they're in and out for rain delays late, it might prove to be difficult. If we get a game, rain is scheduled for late. I haven't looked at the latest weather report. Although the sun is out now.
Here comes Taylor as Rashid guides this one down for 4 runs. Lovely shot from Adil Rashid. He watched that right onto the bat, and there's no fielder out there. 4 runs, 365 for 9.
Yeah, that's a gift, isn't it? Just able to glance that, and lovely late cut for an easy 4.
Yeah, he's hosing in now on 400 ODIs. He's on 399.
No, it's not a bad average either, is he?
No.
23.
For number 11.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, absolutely. Excellent stuff from Adil Rashid. 5 from 2.
I think I'd give it Dill scoop.
The old Dill.
Yeah, for the final ball.
In comes Taylor. Final ball. Right on round the wicket. And Rashid guides this one down to get 4 runs again. He's beaten the outset dive of hope. Gets 4 runs. England finished on 369 for 9. Rashid is on 9. Not out. Willey on 1. A big score, John.
Yeah, it's massive, that, isn't it? It's going to be hard to chase down. 370 then to win. Biff bang wallop from England at the end. Brilliance from Ali. Good finish from Rashid. Yeah, and that's, I think, England very much the favourites to go on and win the game.
We'll join you in around half an hour's time for the resumption of West Indies. And England closed their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes, and Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals. But they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117-run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53-ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals. But they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117-run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53-ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals. But they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117-run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53-ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals. But they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117-run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53-ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals. But they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And closed their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And closed their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And closed their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And closed their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And closed their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol, but England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. It hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol, but England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. It hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol, but England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. It hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol, but England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. It hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol, but England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the fourth wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the seventh wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. It hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets though for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets though for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets though for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets though for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets though for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen Ali and Chris Woakes. Moeen Ali 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen and Chris Woakes. Moeen 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen and Chris Woakes. Moeen 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen and Chris Woakes. Moeen 102 runs from just 57 deliveries. He'd hit a 53 ball 100, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Chris Woakes chipped in with a runner ball 34. England lost some wickets towards the end there. 9 not out for Adil Rashid towards the end to close on 369 for 9. Most of the West Indies bowlers got a bit of tap. Good overs from Miguel Cummins. He picked up 3 wickets over for his best bowling in one-day internationals, but they'll have to go some on short boundaries here at Bristol. But England have posted a score of 369 for 9. West Indies need 370 to win. And close their innings on 369 for 9 from their 50 overs. There was a good partnership for the 4th wicket between Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Joe Root managed to get 84 from 79 balls, Stokes 73 from 63, and then a 117 run partnership for the 7th wicket between Moeen and Chris Woakes. Moeen 102 runs from just 57.
That's a very warm welcome back to our coverage of the game at Bristol, the 3rd Royal London One-Day International. It's Chris Gayle has got the bat in hand. Chris Woakes, who is going to bowl to him. 3 slips in the cordon, and that one straight down the middle, and he blocks it down into the ground. Early doors, we saw with the West Indies bowlers that the new ball seems around a bit. Slightly overcast in Bristol. There may be a bit of rain in the air. The rain scheduled to be more likely to hit from 4 o'clock onwards. But I'll take another look at that in a second, actually, because what we find is that the weather report changes hour upon hour. Next delivery, and well, Gayle dumps that into leg side, and that's quite speedy from him. So he sprinted to the other end, and he's carrying no ill effects from whatever ailed him the other day. Evin Lewis will be the man who opens with him. It was Kyle Hope who may have done the job last time. One weather report I'm looking at now says that up to about 5 o'clock they should be all right. That's leg side ball clipped away, and well, they think about the single. Evin Lewis turns quickly, and he looks like he's done something there, hurt his toe. Well, that's so typical of Gayle calling. And I've got to say, our weather report Met Office for Bristol now looks fine for this afternoon. Where did that come from?
Oh, that's all right. There must have been some sort of prevailing wind or something that took it away from Bristol, but yeah, that's good. Good to see.
Yeah, so we should hopefully avoid any rain in the afternoon. There's only 10% chance, which is a big reduction on what it was going to be anyway. Next delivery, hits straight back to Woakes. West Indies 1 for none after 3 balls. But they made a right mess of the second one, where Lewis thought he was going to run, and then Gayle just stood stock still, and Gayle walked down the track to look.
I think, when did they play the first one? Was it, what day is it today? Sunday, so Tuesday was it?
Mm.
He's pulled up a slight hamstring strain, didn't he, then? And then he'd done it again in the warm-up.
Next delivery. And that one jabbed through mid-wicket, but there's no man to catch. They will take the single. Gayle sprinted the first. You know, dumped one leg side, sprinted to the other end. And then, when Lewis is looking for a single, he's just stood stock still.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's run to the other end, so that allows Lewis off the mark.
Yeah. I just think he's not 100% with his hamstring there, is he, Gayle?
It's weird because he positively, sprinted the first. Next delivery, and he blocks down into the ground. There's no run there.
Well, it looked cloudy, doesn't it? We saw an overhead view there of Bristol. It looks maybe overcast more than anything, doesn't it? But certainly there's no visible signs of any rain, and the forecast has completely changed, hasn't it, now? So it's dropped way down to sort of 10% chance of rain.
Yeah, that's right. It's weird how that can happen, but if the weather front hits or misses, from early this morning when I first looked, the Met Office had got us rain from 4 o'clock onwards until about 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And with a great chance of heavy showers. Now it's at worst 20% chance of something. David Willey opening the ball in for England along with Woakes. It might be a day for him today. This ball seaming around a bit, new ball. He doesn't bowl that quickly. Today's not really a day for out and out pace. He bowling to Evin Lewis. Nice shape on that ball, dot ball.
It might be, yeah. You're right when you say about David Willey. It might be a day for him with the new ball, trying to nip out both these openers, both left-handers, and get them coming forward, find the edge possibly. Because the day when it doesn't swing, Willey can look ordinary, can't he?
Yeah. That's right. He's not super quick. If he doesn't get it right, he can get hit hard. Bowling to Lewis, and that one is launched up in the air, and it's 6, is it? Yep. Well, he didn't wait too long, did he?
Too short, that from Willey. Outside, right in the arc then for Lewis, who just plays a big smile on his face there, and nice shot that, really. Too short from Willey.
Yeah, way too short. But he ain't going to die wondering, is he? I mean, Lewis, it's straight over the man at the boundary.
He got that 100, didn't he, or 99 or something in the T20. It was Pollard who stopped him from getting it.
Fuller delivery, down leg side, wide.
Just his radar. I know you're not a big fan of David Willey, are you? You've got to question what he did, because he performed particularly poorly in the T20, and he only bowled his 2 overs. So
the idea that he opens all balls at the death, I find a nonsense, really. But you know, he can get it right. I said today could be his day. The ball, you know, it's swinging around a bit, seaming around. 2 slips in, next delivery. It's better ball, and the batsman can only find Moeen Ali.
Seen that as a fuller delivery, wasn't it? He got him driving, and that's good, that from Willey.
Well, they showed out of Moeen Ali's innings the strike rate he'd got for overpitched short ball,
yeah,
and then a perfect ball, which is the one that he wasn't hitting quite as hard or as frequently. You know, line of length have got to be good today. He got to be spot on. Overpitched and short gets hit. Next delivery, and that one is slightly overpitched, and that's gone for a big 6.
It certainly has, hasn't it? It's massive, that is. He's picked that up off a length, hasn't he? And just, he's not even looking at it, is he, when he's hit it? He just timed it to perfection.
Yeah, take that.
He's gone in front of his stumps, and he's used the angle of the ball there to get way ahead. He's stopped any swing that's gone away from him, moved across, and launched it over cow corner for 6.
Do you know what that is? That's a moderate bowler trying to bowl quick. Willey needs to think about taking the pace off the ball. Has he got what it takes? So in he comes again. Next delivery, mistimed, up in the air, and he's out. Well, he took pace off it a little bit there. Lewis is through his shot before really he wants to. Missed time shot straight to Moeen Ali. 15 for 1.
I mean, that's a bit reckless from Lewis. That you don't have to hit every ball for 6. This is a 50-over game, not a 20-20 game. He's doing exactly the same what he did do before. He's not timed it, you know, and he's just holed out there.
Well, in the same way as Bairstow hit a 6 and then thought he was going to hit everything for 6. You know, if you buy a hammer, then everything becomes a nail. But you can't do that to every ball, and
no.
I'm not sure it was great bowling by Willey, but I think he took a little bit of pace off that. It gave him something to hit again. I mean, maybe I'm damning him with faint praise there. It was a good delivery. Not a very good shot, though.
No, it wasn't, and it may have been a good shot, or maybe attempted a good shot, but not in the second over. You've hit 2 6s already. Come on. You know, you don't have to hit every 6. There's plenty of runs in this.
He didn't play the ball on its merits, put it like that.
No, it didn't.
And really, slightly slower ball. Again, it's short. It's tempting him. Yeah. It's tempting him to hit it and miss it and get out. And if that's what Willey intended, then it's a great ball. I'm not entirely certain about that. When I saw Holder do something similar today, I gave him credit for it. So I guess it might just be me being churlish, but
no, I think you're right. I think it's just. I like Lewis. Don't get me wrong. I like him. I like he's a real talent for West Indies, but got to learn to be at times be disciplined about it.
Yeah, 15 for 1. Another talent comes in, Shai Hope, who he's good player. I think a bit more orthodox, really, but well, when you've got Gayle at the other end, orthodox ain't a bad thing. No. Evin Lewis then out for 13 from just 8, but you know, he wanted to get off to a flyer. You live by the sword and die by it, don't you? As Willey comes in to finish the over off. It's been expensive, but he's got a wicket. Next delivery. Oh, he nearly got a second there. That's a terrible shot from Shai Hope. Ball slanted across him, feet didn't move, played across the line, cross bat slog, missed it.
Well, the way they're playing at the moment, this game could be over after 10 overs, the West Indies. You know, it doesn't have to be this way, does it? I mean,
but it's scoreboard pressure, though.
It is, absolutely.
I mean, they look at 370 and think, well, how are we going to manage that? If we're going to get ahead of the game, it's probably power play, but they're already, you know, 1 down. So 2 overs, 1 for 15. And it's Gayle who's on strike. Well, Gayle will have only the same idea as Evin Lewis. Last time when they lost, Gayle and Lewis got off to a decent start, but nothing came of it. And then they were very ordinary middle overs, where if you remember, Marlon took an age to get, hardly any. Right then, Woakes to Gayle, 2 slips still, and that one hit up in the air as he timed it.
It dropped, I think it's bounced, has it?
Yeah, I think it to the long boundary. He might have just dropped in front of the rope, but happy enough to take the 4.
There's no feet movement at all. It's a remarkable shot. I mean, we saw this in the T20 as well. Took the pace off it, Woakes. Look, he's not moved his feet at all. He's just gone in that arc and just launched it straight down the ground. He knows that he can do that.
Well, it's over pitch. It's a bad ball to such a strong man, you know. And right at the longest part of the boundary, it just bounced in front of the rope. Next delivery. And he hits this one up in the air and it clears the rope. And so that's 10 off 2.
How do you bowl to Chris
well,
Gayle?
I think you completely take the pace off it and let him spoon one up in the air. But you haven't got many at the rope, so...
No, it's...
I think this
it's such a gamble he can play because anything, you know, anything short or anything wide, he can go for it, knowing that the fielders are not there.
I think you really got to take the pace off and let him fling through.
They started, I think, the T20 against West Indies in the final with Joe Root opening the bowling, I seem to remember. And England got a couple of wickets early doors.
I think, yeah, maybe take pace off the ball. Do Bangladesh, they've got 3 slow bowlers. Right then, Woakes back to his mark. He'll be thinking now, what do I do? And he chucks one in slightly shorter and slightly slower, was it? Maybe yet to see the pace of that, but it bamboozled Gayle this time.
A bit more zip off the surface, that one, didn't he? Yeah, he tried the split seam, didn't he? And more of a cross seam bouncer type thing. And because he doesn't move his feet or get into line with the ball as such, he plays everything sort of off the back in the arc. Then he just missed that one.
Right then, Woakes in again. And that one's hit like a bullet off a gun, but it's a good stop in the field, and Palms will be stinging there.
You've got to be quick, haven't you, here, because Gayle does hit the ball hard.
Well, the good news about all this that I've seen from Woakes recently is that he's picking up the pace again. You know, 87, 88 miles an hour. He's exactly what England want of him. And all the line and length and all that's going to come. But I just want to see that raw pace back up again from him. And he's getting there with it. Right, next delivery. Oh, that's a good one, and well, he dabs a bat at that, and he very nearly out Gayle.
Yeah.
I mean, he could easily clip the off stump there.
He's not getting forward to it, is he? I mean, he just suggests he's got dodgy hamstrings anyway, but he's not getting forward at all. He's staying on leg stump, and again, Woakes took the pace off it, like you said, the cross seam, you know, outside the off stump. Gayle didn't quite know what to do there.
No.
Wasn't short of a length.
He didn't move, did he?
No.
Anyway, next delivery. That's the same again. Pace off it and aim at the wicket. And that's the lesson we learnt from Windy's bowling well.
Did they realise it's a 50 over game? There's 47 overs left now.
It's scoreboard pressure. They've got 370 to get. They're not going to get that by dawdling around. You know, don't die wondering. But 25 for 1. They hope that Gayle gets off to a flyer. He's 11 from 9. He's hit some big hits. So too did Lewis, 13 from 8. But they've got Samuels, Mohammed after this. For me, they just haven't got the batting. Unless Gayle gets a load and quickly, I can't see them doing it. They just don't bat deep enough in this format.
It looks to me like it stops at 5. You know.
Next delivery from Willey. Well, one that slung across the right-handed Shai Hope, who leaves it.
I mean, Shai Hope is the one that he wants now. He's in. He's want to see it through 50 overs, won't he? And him and Samuels could do that. You know, they could do that. But again, you said it's scoreboard pressure. If they dip under the radar, then they're going to be struggling a little bit, aren't they? It's going to be tough for them.
Yeah, it sure is. I don't give much of a chance here. Anyway, Willey's next delivery. And, well, Hope gets on top of that to mistime it into the deck and find the fielder. Out the offside, no run. 25 for 1. And, yeah, I think it was a big wicket, Lewis. Willey got him. Lewis got a couple of hefty sixes off David Willey. But in fairness to the Yorkshire bowler, he fought back. Next delivery off the back foot, hit to the man back with a point. Morgan stops it, there's no run.
Yeah, well, nice looking shot, but I'm afraid that the field was in there. Straight to the fielder Morgan. Big score to try and chase down on a smallish ground, but...
And the other thing, they're not going to do it in singles with Gayle there, are they? So Gale's there a while, unless it is Biff Bang Wallop, then they're not exactly going to keep that scoreboard ticking over. Right. Willey again. Better shot from Hope. That's 4.
See, that's better, isn't it? You know, put away the bad ball from Willey. And Hope got across to that and played correctly. 4 runs. Coming to 4 overs, they're 29. They're up with the run rate. So they may have lost 1 wicket, but they're up with the run rate.
Yep. They sure are. So.
And England will be happy with that, John, as well, because look, I know they're up with the run rate bar, but England made a breakthrough in the power play. And if they could just nibble another one out before the power play finishes, that'd be a brilliant start.
No, it's exactly right. They could ball them out today. Next delivery. This scrapes off the underside of the bats, going nowhere really. It's a decent comeback from Willey. Doing all right. 29 for 1. They want to keep Gayle off the striking power play if they can. Almost to the tune of, you'd almost be thinking about feeding Shai Hope a single here.
Yeah.
May or may not work out like that, but you want to avoid Gayle, so you set your field. But Shai Hope realises what's afoot, and he's happy to offer no shot to the next and stay where he is. Probably the right thing to do.
Yeah, probably. It's Gayle there playing nicely, doesn't it, really? I think that he's got an option to free licence, knowing that he's got Jason Mohammed and Marlon Samuels coming in, who can, you know, anchor down and get a chance to build on the innings for the West Indies. Gale's going to have to play his own game, then Hope. Then they're going to have to work around Hope, Mohammed, and Samuels to see the West Indies through. But you think after that they've got Powell, then Holder. So you know, if they lose a couple of the biggies coming up, then you know it's asking a lot of the batsmen down the order to try and get something.
Right, yeah. In comes Woakes now. Oh, it's a swish and a miss again. He's doing well to take the pace off the ball. It's clever bowling, isn't it, from Woakes? That's 68 mile an hour, and that wasn't really signalled by the bowler there.
No, he's doing the cross seam, just taking the pace off it, dying a couple of times before it reaches Buttler. But I mean, he looks to me like he's got serious hamstring trouble, Gayle. He's just not moving his legs at all. You know, getting forward to the ball, getting down. Has he got a back issue or something?
Next delivery, oh, that's a beauty, and squares him up a bit quicker, but Gale's bamboozled by this bowling, and he doesn't quite know what to do with it. At the moment, he's doing nothing.
Floodlights on, John. I don't see him.
I think they did. Yeah, I think they have them on now.
It looks a bit dark now, doesn't it? I don't know whether the clouds overhead or something, but maybe the ball's doing a little bit. There's a little bit juice in it for something. But he's backing Gayle. Woakes is backing Gayle off there, and bit of pace. That good stuff from Chris Woakes. It's a good comeback.
Yep, next delivery, pace off the ball again, and again Gayle. Well, he's got to get some bat in that, but didn't go where he wants. These variations in pace, he can't pick them, and well, it shows a degree of control that Woakes has got on the ball. I mean, it's great stuff in power play. This for England.
I mean, when he gets fully fit, Woakes, he's a cert for the England Test team, isn't he?
Well, he's definitely getting there. Next delivery, and that might be wide. He up periscope there, but he couldn't get it.
It was only 82 miles an hour. It looked quicker than that, didn't it?
What was he? It wasn't wide, did that?
No. Maybe he got retribution for that one that Holder did in the first innings.
So, I mean, good stuff from Woakes this over, but he doesn't take much for it to go wrong. He got 2 balls left to Gayle, and did that one. I think took pace off, good line and length, ties him up, can't do anything. Dot ball, 75 mile an hour he's bowling there when we know he can bowl 88, and he's bowled 88 in this innings already. So he's taken a big chunk off his speed.
That's good stuff from Woakes, isn't it? Really, really good, good bowling. One more ball, a dot ball, and he's got a maiden over.
Next delivery, short ball. Batsman ducks underneath it. It ain't a wide. What an over that was. What an over.
Super stuff from Chris Woakes. Exactly what you need, isn't it, that?
Well, you bowl at the most dangerous, destructive batsman, you know, in one-day cricket, in limited overs cricket, full stop. And he just had him guessing there, didn't he?
Yeah, certainly did. And inventive, wasn't it? He's not afraid to mix the pace of it. And he made sure that, you know, he come back and, you know, he didn't really know how to play him there, did he, Gayle? So, but now's a different story. David Willey, he'll want to try and get back to a bit of rhythm there. Here's Shai Hope.
So, Willey running in to Shai Hope, and that's a good ball. Again, did line and length there, 82 mile an hour. I thought he was bowling a bit too fast to Evin Lewis, but it matters more what your line and length is, I think, than perhaps what pace you bowl in. You know, good line and length. As you'd bowl in a test match, you could bowl more at the stumps in this format. But Hope's 4 from 8, and his next delivery, he flicks up in the air. There's a man at the boundary, and so they take a single. Willey now going to have to bowl it to Gayle.
I like that shot, John. Sorry, it was almost flamingo-esque, wasn't it? He just leapt up and whipped it away through square leg.
It almost made his legs invisible then it chipped it. Hopped out the way to chip it leg side.
Yeah, nice shot. It looks darker. We bring you off tube studio-based commentary. It looks darker on the screen than it actually is, I think. But the floodlights might be making a difference, you know.
Willey into ball to Gayle, and well, it's a brilliant catch by Bairstow. Oh, is it just gone down front? It looked like it was clean caught, but well, nobody's moving there. It's a brilliant stop by Bairstow, put it like that. But let's take a look. What happened?
It's just fallen short. Yeah, one bounce just before it reached Bairstow. It's close though. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just one bounce just before. It was a good stop, and unlucky that.
Sure was. Right then, next delivery, shorter ball. He swings through that. Might be wide. That looked a bit too short, did it? Have they got away with that again?
I think so. Maybe it's one for the over. I tell you, all of a sudden this Gayle innings is turning into a bit of a horror show, isn't it? He can't seem to hit the ball at all. Well, he's lost patience or something. I don't quite know. But to me, he doesn't look fully fit. I've said that all along.
Well, it didn't stop him hitting the ball hard.
No.
But they can't help. Next ball. And he chips that over the infield. Only just a diving attempt. But, well, he's got 4 there.
Risky shot there. It was wide to be hit. But Willey's unlucky that that widest, shortish ball didn't get a wicket. Sometimes the worst balls do get wickets, and that was close over the top of Eoin Morgan there to race away for 4. And yeah, he was unlucky there. One ball left in the over. 15.
15 from 18 is Willey will finish the over off now. Next to delivery, that's it, hard drill to the boundary. And fit or not, he's hit that as hard as you like. He's 19 from 19 now.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if he's unfit or not. If your ball is sort of short and wide outside the off stump, he's just going to carve that through, and that's exactly what he did. Stand back, deliver, smacked it through, and it's a racer knots, really. That poor ball that from Willey, too wide.
Yeah, it was. Fierce hit though, isn't it? Willey can get it right and wrong. Got a wicket. I don't think it's bowled particularly well. Woakes at the other end has shown us how it should be done. Woakes will bowl to Shai Hope now. Woakes has worked it out, what we've seen with the evidence of our own eyes through this game, that you take the pace off the ball and you've got a good chance of dot balls, and of stopping free scoring. Ball onto the bat. It's a struggle, but how is Shai going to get on with Woakes? He leaves the first. Good shape to that. Just a good delivery. And 87 mile an hour. Yeah, normal, good stock ball that you'd bowl in a test match.
Yep, nod of appreciation from Hope as well. A little bit of movement there as a word with Buttler.
He's probably thinking that he's going to bowl it a bit slower, and then one whistle's past you, and that's the start of the over. So he's already winning his little guessing game. Here's Woakes. What's he got next? 2 slips in for him. Next delivery, hit straight back to him. Again, quicker ball. He'd taken a different angle to him this time, making that ball move into the right-hander.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping him thinking every time he turns up to bowl, doesn't he? He's in a bit of a rhythm now, in a pomp now, Woakes. You won't want to take him off. He's in his 4th over, but still, he's got them guessing games, hasn't he?
Yeah, he sure has. He's doing a right good job. And he comes again, and that one flicked through mid-wicket. Gayle's moving all right. He's moving all right to the other end. I mean, he never quite got into a run there.
I'm not sure about that. He seemed to, just then, he just seemed to grab hold of his...
Yeah, right at the death there. And I just came round. You feel like, he's about to break at any moment, don't you, in a way?
A bad hamstring doesn't fix itself in 4 days, does it? I mean, if it's tight and a strain, it's still a tight and strain. Right,
next delivery, and he takes that single on, does Gayle. Let's see how ginger he is at the end of his little run there. He looks all right. Hard to judge. I mean, they got that single there.
Yeah.
40 for 1 now. 2 balls left of Woakes. He's over. He bowled to Shai Hope. He's 6 from 12.
Don't know what the black armband's for that Hope's gone on. They all got the black armband on.
Next delivery, and he able to drop back on that and get a single. Maybe something to do with the hurricanes recently in the Caribbean.
Could be.
I don't know.
I think you're right when you say about them not taking that many singles. We haven't really. We just took a single there and the ball before as well, and we just haven't seen it so far. And we're 7 overs into this innings.
Yeah. 41 for 1. 1 ball left of the over, and it's Woakes bowling to Gayle. He take the pace off to Gayle. He bowled quick at Hope. What's he got now? Been a good start by Woakes. Next delivery. That's it hard. 4-4. Off you go. I mean, he took a bit of a risk there, chipping it over the infield, but in the end, again, it raced away to the boundary.
Yeah, he seemed to give himself a lot more room then. I wonder whether he'd carved it aerial, but he was in between the gap of square leg and cover. So it raced away. A little bit aerial that from Gayle. Certain element of risk to it, but nevertheless hit powerfully enough, and he took the ball to the pace off it to Woakes again, but he was in that gap. Was successful for Gayle there.
Yeah, he didn't know a great deal about that really, did he? But again, he slogs it, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to clear everything, isn't it?
Yeah, the power play, as soon as you get something away past the circle on short boundaries like this, you're almost unlucky if you don't get 4.
Yeah, Willey continues. I'm not sure about any virtue of that, but that next delivery punched off the hip, but for nothing for Hope, who isn't quite at his fluent best just yet.
You're right, I think he's in it for the long run here. Build an innings. England will have the work cut out. They'll have to put pressure on the West Indies. Tight lines. Make sure that the run rate goes up and up and up. And force them into doing poor shots.
Right, next delivery. Hit hard and through the gap for 4. Back with a point. It's a fierce hit from Shai Hope, and he gets the reward. Poor ball.
Do it for him, I'm afraid. I know it's difficult in the power play, and he bowls in that area. not give them something to hit. That's what he did. For hope, 4 runs.
Willey back to his mark then. Charging back in to Shai Hope. Next ball a little bit better. Tucks him up and he's forced to block that one away. Dot ball. Good comeback. You feel he's always just around the corner from his next 4 or 6, don't you, with Willey?
Yeah.
Really. I thought the new ball might do a little bit more for him today, but you know, it's slightly overcast. He's not making it sing, really. I wonder if they might try one of the slow bowlers within power play. Anyway, Willey again. Hit off the back foot to Hales in the covers. No run.
England hit 123 runs in the last 10
overs. They finish off well, don't they, England? Like we said, through the middle overs, there's actually nobody better than England as well. I mean, it's a virtue of such a strong batting lineup. The batting lineup doesn't give. And then the back end, Rashid, the last 2 balls for 4. So it was a flourishing finish. Willey again, overpitched and drilled to the boundary. Poor ball. A good shot though.
Really was a good shot. And overpitched, as John says. And Hope was quickly onto that to whistle it through mid-wicket for 4 runs. Beautiful shot. Just arrowing in towards leg stump that for a left-hander. Through mid-wicket. Nice looking shot. Yeah, so he's frustrated with himself. But the amount of times we've watched England bat first, come back to that in a second.
Next effort, again straight to Hales, no run this time, 53 for 1 after 8 overs. A decent start. And Willey's got 1 wicket, 4 overs, 1 for 34. You've seen worse figures, but I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Well, the amount of times John and I have seen England bat first and get over 100 in the last 10 overs, sometimes even less, it's getting on a frequent basis now, ever since that March World Cup in 2015. Completely revitalised England's side. They don't mind giving away runs in the power play, which is fair enough. You've got to have the bowlers then to come back with plan B, haven't you, if you don't get wickets in the first 10. Woakes will continue.
So 53 for 1. And it is Woakes then, back to his run up, 4 overs, none for 19. And this one is hit hard up in the air. And, well, it'll plug before it gets to boundary. In fact, it gallops on.